Got the motor back in and seated on the motor mounts. I had to take off the water pump just to get enough clearance to kind of tilt it in. It looks like there's a lot of space in the front, but there really wasn't. So also the driver's side motor mount I had to put on with it kind of suspended halfway in the air, and then I torqued it down to 44 foot-pounds. But it's in. I got the bottom two tranny the engine bolts in, and I'll work on putting the rest in tomorrow. Got the water pump on. It's time to start getting all the connectors around the engine plugged up. Also, I gotta still do the torque converter bolts, the torque converter to the flex plate. I'm waiting on my ARP bolts. I don't want to use the stock ones, so I'll do that here in a little bit as well. What else? Top side, I just gotta plug up those connectors and the trans dipstick bolt and connector. The starter, gotta put that on, and then I already drilled the pins for the crank, so I'll put the ATI pulley back on, and then it'll be time to start mounting the supercharger, fill it up with fluids, and I should have my first start after that. Also the AC compressor, I gotta bolt that back on as well. But with the TorqueStorm, it has the spacers to kind of move it down, so I haven't put those on as well. I gotta figure out what I did with those spacers. But yeah, everything's coming together nicely. I know that I'm anticipating a little bit of, metal from the break-in, so I got a drain plug that has a magnet on it. Hopefully catch a lot of that. And then I'll cut open the filter after this first oil change just to make sure everything's running nice and smooth. And okay, so I got everything connected on the top end and the bottom end. Only thing I got to do is drop on the intake manifold, connect that hose that goes to the back of it, and then the map sensor. I got my alternator on, got my supercharger pulley, compressors on. I didn't do that last bolt in the back just because it has the bracket to hold up the cooler, and I'm not ready to quite do that just yet. So still got to have some room to slap on the radiator and the cooling fan. But yeah, everything's good to go. Like I said, intake manifold, and then after that, I can slap on the supercharger and fill it up with fluids and give it my first start. So slowly getting there, guys. Got the supercharger all mounted up. TorqueStorm with the 3.1 pulley. Actually wasn't too bad. I got the bolts loose right now just because I got a smaller belt that I'll be putting on. And I know I'll need a little bit of slack getting it on. But yeah, only thing left is the intake manifold, intercooler and piping. Fill it up with oil and coolant, and I should be starting it soon. Supercharger is good to go. Got all my belts ran. Just need the intake manifold and the intercooler. All right, so I got all my fluids, oil, coolant, filled it up with a little bit of 91 octane. This is gonna be the first startup right here. Good sign. They don't got no oil or no fuel, so it's not flat. All right, we're at the 10-minute mark. 10 minutes, everything looks real good.